Come shop with me at Dollar Tree while I tell you everything that's been going on the past couple of weeks. It has been a whirlwind and we've had to make some big decisions. This is actually my last time shopping at this Dollar Tree because we are moving. So while I pick up a few things, I figured I'd update you on everything. I know we just moved into this house, but this was always meant to be temporary. We found it through Furnished Finders as a short-term rental just to give us time to get to Washington and figure out where we actually wanted to live. Now that we have a better idea of where we want to be, we're moving again, this time to a more permanent place that makes more sense to us. Meanwhile, we are still carrying our mortgage in Virginia because our house hasn't sold yet. We really thought it would go quickly, but here we are 3 months later, still paying the mortgage and utilities in Virginia on top of rent here in Washington. That's been a huge financial strain, and I won't lie, it has been frustrating. Carrying two housing costs at the same time was not something we planned for long term, but we are doing our best to make it work. We've had a few showings, and I'm hopeful that the right buyer will come along soon. And that leads me to one of the biggest decisions that we've made. We have decided not to buy a house here. This was tough for me to come to terms with because I've always been a homeowner. I bought my first house when I was 20 years old, a tiny townhouse in Virginia Beach, and seeing home prices here on the West Coast has been shocking. There is nothing we can realistically afford to buy right now, especially with interest rates where they are. I know some people think renting is just throwing away money, but for us, this makes more sense. Renting here is cheaper than buying, and by not taking on another mortgage, we can use that money to pay off all our debt instead. That means no mortgage, no car payments, no credit cards, just financial freedom. For the first time in my adult life, I am choosing to rent because it is the right choice for us, and that feels like the smarter move right now. So since we're moving soon, I've been really focusing on using up everything we already have in the fridge and pantry instead of grocery shopping like normal. It's been fun to get creative with what's left and make meals out of what we already have. And in a way, this whole move has made me think differently, not just about money, but about everything. I don't want to waste anything, whether it's food, money, or even just time or energy on things that don't serve us anymore. So this next chapter is about being intentional, making smart choices, and setting ourselves up for a better future. So yeah, this is my last haul from this Dollar Tree, and honestly, it's bittersweet. Moving is always a big transition, and this time it feels even bigger because of all the shifts that we're making. But I know we're making the right choices. We are setting ourselves up for less stress, more flexibility, and hopefully a future where we don't feel stuck. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me share this. It really means a lot. Next time I do a haul, it'll be from a new place, hopefully with a little bit more stability behind the scenes.